into 2020. What happened in 2020? The world shut down. I don't know, the pandemic, whatever your thoughts and feelings are, this isn't the place to discuss it. But things really changed, and I found myself becoming a hermit. Some out of choice, some out of you were kind of forced to. There wasn't any activities going on. There wasn't anything going on. And so in Revelation Wellness, we learn to move at the pace of grace and to move from a place of joy, to do what you wanted to. I wasn't doing CrossFit. I wasn't doing anything. I was walking. I was lifting some weights at home, in my own home, and I would dance in the privacy of my own home, really before the Lord, to be honest with you. Well, 2020 came, and just kind of slowly, little by little, I just stopped doing those things that I knew made me better. The times that I would go on a walk, I called them worship walks a lot, and I had done that for about 2 years. I shared some of it online. But those were times in the morning or in the evening, mostly in the morning, that I prayed or I worshiped the Lord. I would listen to a podcast, something, it was about my time with Him, right? It wasn't about burning calories. I didn't care. I didn't count calories. That wasn't the reasoning behind it, which was new, right, for me, because 10 years ago or whatever, if I ate a piece of cake, then I had to walk 10 miles or something. But that wasn't there. I was eating what I wanted to. My portions were controlled because I had turned that over, just surrendered it to the Lord and said, listen, whatever fuels my body and helps me be the best me that God uniquely designed me to be, that's what I want. Okay. 2020 came, and just little by little, I don't know if you've ever heard that song Slow Fade by Casting Crowns. It's applicable in this situation in my life. Little by little, slowly by slowly, I started not being intentional about my walks, not being intentional about my devotions, not being intentional about prayer. I mean, it's the truth. Nobody's gonna make you do anything. And I don't know, I don't want to call it discipline. I'll just call it being obedient to the Lord. When you're not obedient, then ultimately you're disobedient. And that's what I started doing. And people can be like, oh, you're over spiritualizing this. This is my story. You tell your story however you want to. It's mine. Little by little, the friendship being between me and my body, started having some cracks in it. I would find myself looking in the mirror. Again, I tried not to voice it. It was real important to me. Myself looking in the mirror and thinking, yikes, I don't know what's going on here. It was my daughter's senior year, and there's just a lot going on. Instead of taking a lot of it to the Lord, and praying, I tried to handle it, control it. And it didn't work out that well. It didn't work out too swell. So I started sliding back into neglecting my body, neglecting just taking care of me, neglecting my time with the Lord. It just seemed like neglect is the only word I know to say. I just stopped doing things that fed the person that God had made me to be. I guess that makes sense. All right, we'll stop there. You come on back.